Nagaland's number of positive cases of coronavirus remained at 193 with no positive cases reported from the state during the last 24 hours. State's Health and Family Welfare Minister says 6 more patients have tested negative of COVID-19 in their second test. 2 from Jaluki and 4 from Dimapur. With Dimapur's recovery rate at over 75% as of today, there is a ray of hope and optimism among authorities that Nagaland will be corona-free state in the next few months. A record single-day jump of 12,881 COVID-19 cases take India's tally to 3,66,946 today, while the death toll climbed to 12,237. Active cases stands at 1,60,384, while 1,94,324 people have recovered. We are back at this time once again. Well, hello viewers, welcome to News and Trends, and you're watching the daily news broadcast coming to you from the studios here in Nagaland. We look at the top story first. Nagaland's number of COVID-19 cases remained at 193 with no positive cases reported from the state during the last 24 hours. State's Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangnyupom tweeted this morning to inform that no cases of COVID-19 positive were reported from the 317 samples tested yesterday. Meanwhile, in another tweet this afternoon, the minister informed that 6 more patients have tested negative of COVID-19 in their second test. 2 from Jaluki and 4 from Dimapur. With these, active cases now stand at 84, while 109 patients have recovered. APC and Dimapur in charge for COVID-19 activities, while Kikheto Sema today expressed optimism that with the current recovery rate, Nagaland will become corona-free state in another 2 to 3 months. The Commissioner and Secretary Agriculture, who has been overseeing the activities in Dimapur for over 2 months, said that at one time Dimapur alone had registered 117 positive cases, which had created a lot of disturbance to the people of the city. But with over 88 recoveries from Dimapur alone, the officer said there's been a huge sigh of relief. Speaking to News and Trends over phone after meeting the medical team at the Dimapur COVID Hospital, Kikheto Sema praised the health workers for achieving a remarkable 75.21% recovery rate, which he said could be the highest at present anywhere. During the meeting, the APC inquired about the problems and grievances of the medical staff there with MS Kheshto Jimo and doctors and nurses. It was also learned that there were certain problems, especially in the last 3 days, that NHAM workers ceased work, but with the stalemate resolved between the two parties, normal work have resumed. Kikheto Sema thanked both the government and the NHAM employees for coming into a mutual agreement. He also informed that at present 29 patients are presently undergoing treatment at COVID Hospital Dimapur, including 2 young male and 23 young girls whose samples will be retested in a couple of days. He said the government's decision to hold all returnees until getting the results out was a win-win situation for everyone, as the overstay in many ways assures and quarantinees the safety of not just the individuals or their family, but also for the wards, colonies and villages. He said that there has been no major problem so far in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic since the first day. Rather, it has been interesting, encouraging and challenging task for every one of us, he added. In this regard, the APC urged people to follow all the guidelines issued by the government and not to stray away from these guidelines. He appealed to all not to panic nor stigmatize any persons, but rather appeal to all concerned to continue to pray for the frontline workers and the patients. Maintaining that it is the old stock of prayers and tears which have contributed to the overall success of the government in handling the pandemic so far, he appealed to all believers to carry on the chain of prayers in this regard. A record single-day jump of 12,881 COVID-19 cases took India's tally to 3,66,946 today, while the death toll climbed to 12,237, according to the Union Health Ministry data. From June 1 till 18, the country saw a surge of 176,411 coronavirus infection cases, with Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Delhi, Gujarat, and Uttar Pradesh remaining among the top 10 states, accounting for the rising tally of COVID 19. The number of active cases today stands at 160,384, while 194,324 people have recovered and one patient has migrated, according to the updated figure at 8 a.m. Thus, around 52.95% patients have recovered so far, an official said. India is the fourth worst hit nation by the pandemic after the United States, Brazil, and Russia. According to the Johns Hopkins University, which has been compiling COVID-19 data from all over the world, India is in the 8th position in terms of death toll. Maharashtra has reported a maximum number of cases at 116,752, followed by Tamil Nadu at 50,193, Delhi at 47,102, and Gujarat at 25,093, according to the Health Ministry's data. In the northeast, Assam has 4,605 cases of the pathogen. A total of 1,135 cases have been reported from Tripura. Manipur has 552 COVID-19 cases. Mizoram has 121. Arunachal Pradesh has 99. Meghalaya has 44. And Sikkim has reported 70 cases till now. The total number of global coronavirus has increased to 83,44,016, while the death toll has reached 4,48,838, according to the Johns Hopkins University, with 21,63,290 confirmed cases and 1,17,717 deaths. The US currently accounts for the highest number of infections and fatalities in the world. In terms of cases, Brazil comes in the second place with 9,55,377 infections. This was followed by Russia with 5,52,549, India with 3,66,946, and the United Kingdom with 3,717. Regarding fatalities, Brazil comes in the second position after the US with 46,510 COVID-19 deaths. The other countries with over 10,000 deaths are UK, Italy, France, Spain, and Mexico. According to the Department of Health and Family Welfare, out of the total of 193 cases reported in the state so far, there are 84 active cases. 32 persons are at District Hospital Dimapur, 3 are at AR Hospital Dimapur, 16 patients are presently undergoing treatment at NHAK Kohima, and 5 are at Chedema COVID Hospital, while 21 persons are admitted in Mon District Hospital and 6 patients are at Parent CHC Jaluki and 1 patient is at District Hospital Twensang. All 84 positive cases are asymptomatic. 88 persons have recovered from Dimapur District Hospital, 4 from Assam Rifles Hospital Dimapur, 2 from NHA Kohima, 8 from Chedema Kohima, 2 from Peren, and 5 from the Twensang. With this, the latest figures for recovered patients stand at 109. The district-wise distribution of cases by domicile district are Kohima 8, Dimapur 29, Mokokchung 0, Thek 1, Zinaboto 1, Twensang 11, Mon 45, Wokha 8, Kifri 4, Longland 0, and Peren 84 with 2 others. According to the Health and Family Welfare Department, a total of 7,670 cumulative number of samples were sent for tests and results for 6,692 have been received, out of which 193 have tested positive and 6,481 samples have tested negative. A total of 360 samples were sent after 3 p.m. yesterday till 3 p.m. today. Results for 978 samples are awaited. A total of 1,243 samples were tested by TrueNat and 981 have tested negative. A total of 52 samples were retested through RT-PCR, out of which 18 samples have tested positive and 34 samples tested negative. 74 samples were retested through TrueNat, of which 3 were positive and 71 tests were negative. TrueNat machine was finally launched at District COVID Hospital, Longland, yesterday and was dedicated by the Executive Secretary of Phom Baptist Christian Association, Tia Lemba Phom, in the presence of hosts of government officers, NGOs and civil societies led by the Deputy Commissioner M. Shayung Phom, Superintendent of Police Yanithang Izeng and the President of Phom People's Council PPC. According to DIPR, Deputy Commissioner M. Shayung Phom expressed gratitude to the Chief Minister of Nagaland Nipirio, the Health Minister Espangi Phom, the officers in all ranks and files of the Department of Health and Family Welfare for providing the TrueNat machine, thereby fulfilling the demands of the people. He asserted that with the launching of the TrueNat machine, the travel expenditure, time constraint and problem of manpower would be minimized and expedite results on time. The DC appealed to the medical fraternity to utilize the machine sincerely with utmost care and cater the best service to the people. "18 persons arrived at Kifri town by 2 NST buses yesterday morning. DTF members led by Deputy Commissioner Kifri Sarita Yadav received them. Returnees were also handed food packs. All the returnees at arrival were thoroughly screened and conveyed to institutional quarantine established at Loyola Higher Secondary School, Kifri. According to DIPR, at present 201 persons are being accommodated in the government institutional quarantine under Kifri district, with 199 persons in Kifri town and 2 persons in Sitimi. District Horticulture Officer Dimapur Temsu today donated organic vegetables and fruits to the Medical Superintendent Dimapur for the medical staffs working under the care of MS Dimapur. Temsu said it was a small gesture shown to the medical personnel in the COVID hospital who are working selflessly in the fight against the pandemic. The donated vegetables were procured from the vegetable villages under the Department of Horticulture, Dimapur. Ever since the arrival of stranded citizens and being kept under institutional quarantine centers, various churches under Zinaboto town and civil organizations like Sumitoti Miyohoho, STH, are taking initiatives to prepare food for the inmates to make them feel at home. The Sumi Baptist Church Zinaboto SBCZ and the Zinaboto Town Sumi Baptist Church ZTSBC have completed their rounds of providing the food to the inmates. At the moment, the Sumitotimi Hohos of various villages on the Zinaboto range, headed by its apex STH, are providing food at Town Hall, VDB Hall, SDRFs and Government Higher Secondary School Zinaboto quarantine centers. The NCRC Zinaboto is now preparing food to the inmates at Cultural Hall, while the Au community Zinaboto are providing food to the inmates of Zinaboto Government College quarantine centers. These caterers and volunteers reaches the mess halls as early as 4 in the morning, some coming from far away from their homes to prepare and serve the inmates with food. The Olympic Higher Secondary School Zinaboto has consented to provide dinner to all the inmates of Zinaboto quarantine centers tomorrow evening. The church volunteers are taking initiatives to hand over the food to the police personnel manning the gates of quarantine centers, whereafter it is placed on the table and then the inmates collects the food in a queue, maintaining social distancing. Well, that's all we have time for in this edition of News Broadcast. But before we leave you, here's a reminder that you can send in your videos at the WhatsApp number flashed below and be part of this venture of being a citizen journalist. Do let us know what's happening in your village, your locality or your district so that we can share it with the viewers who are watching this broadcast. Meanwhile, stay safe, practice safe health hygiene and maintain social distancing wherever you are. But most importantly, take good care of yourself. Thanks for watching.